Summer's been kind of madness so far. My kids, they're like Labradors. I'm like flabbergasted. My husband operate in chaos. He's good at that. What I thought was going to happen. Nope, classic mom life. It's gonna be so lovely and peaceful. We'll see. It's Tuesday. I just need to tackle some cleaning. 6 people sharing a bathroom. Toilet etiquette goes a long way. This thing has been so much fun. I'll link it down below. Taco Tuesday. Chorizo tacos, Mexican street corn. Looking so delicious. Cannot resist any longer. Oh my God. An eventful morning. Maverick and Summerly helped me push it to the curb. It's just a golf cart, although we were uphill. Honey, a lot happens between the driveway and the front door when you have 4 kids. It's been a point of contention. Yeah, it's a bad day for dad. Some of the ways I love my husband. He needs to have some chaos in his life. It's Friday. We are gonna go to the Point Loma summer concerts. We had a very good time. We love having you guys around. Bye. Hi y'all. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad you're here and you decided to check it out. I've been trying out filming a week in the life. I like the idea of just filming little bits of all the days and showing you guys a complete story. Summer's been kind of madness so far. Planning a parade, having all 4 of my kids' birthdays. Last Thursday was Maverick and Micaiah's birthday, and we went camping all weekend up in San Onofre Beach, and I actually didn't film. I brought the camera and I planned on it. I just kind of felt like I needed to unplug for the weekend and do as little as possible. We went with our neighbor behind us, Mario. He's also a dad. I just let the dads run the show and figure out what we're gonna eat and all the things. And it was so lovely. I ended up reading. I finished my book. I started the new one. I finished a whole puzzle. I laid on the beach. I got a little bit of a tan. So that was so much fun. And we actually are planning on going back, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. So maybe I'll want to film and document that trip. The kids, I feel like they partied until they fell asleep, basically. Let them stay up until they crash. They're like Labradors. Like, they will fetch the ball until they literally collapse, like a Labrador would. My little one, she ended up throwing up, and I'm like, well, all she's been eating is Doritos and pepperoni. Like, of course she's gonna throw up. It was hilarious. I so appreciate my husband taking the lead and doing the things. Some funny things. We didn't have a hairbrush, like not one single hairbrush in the van. I usually like to keep the van stocked with what we need all the time. Toothbrush, toothpaste, floss, Band-Aids, definitely hairbrush, but obviously someone moved it and didn't put it back in its place. I'm very much a person, especially in this small house with all these humans, everything has a place, and I am a creature of habit, and I will always put the thing back in its place. And then when it's not there, I'm like flabbergasted. But these 4 little humans I have, and even my husband, they are much more able to operate in chaos, especially my husband. I mean, part of his military, just be adaptable and change things on the fly and operate in chaos. That's what they're trained to do. He's good at that. I flounder. So we had no hairbrush. Anyway, it's Monday. My kids are at their first camp of the summer, a VBS at a local church over here, from 9 to 3 every day. And so here's what I thought was going to happen in my head, especially today, Monday. I thought, oh, I'll drop them off and then I'll come home. I'm so excited. I'm gonna clean. My floors feel gross and sticky, but that's not how mom life goes. They all need packed lunches every day, which I did not plan for. We just got home from camping last night. The house is not stocked, frankly a mess. I thought, oh, I'll wash our sheets today. Nope. I came home, I showered, and then I frantically gathered up whatever I could for their snack, not salami. I made them peanut butter bites real quick. Now I have to go drop it off to them, and then I've got like 2.5 hours. Classic mom life. You have what you think is your plan. It's gonna be so lovely and peaceful, and then it's like, oh, I forgot this. Mom, I need this. Whoops, I need that. My husband's like, oh, I forgot about this thing. I just feel like I'm always triaging, damage controlling, running from one thing to another. So there's my vent. It's Monday. I don't know that I'll get any cleaning done. I told the kids I'm gonna cook something with all these vegetables because you guys haven't seen a vegetable in 4 days. We'll see.
Yeah, that was my day. How was your day?
Should we come?
Well, my day was kind of stupid, honestly.
Like, as soon as you got home, did you start making up us lunches?
Pretty much.
Bruh.
I know, that sucked. You wanna help me? You gotta help me. Yes, you gotta help me. Perfect. All right, it's Tuesday, about 9:30 7:30 in the morning. Everybody packed their own lunch. It was a little chaotic. Basically, I just bought and prepped a ton of stuff that I knew that they would like and then let them pack their own lunches. I don't know about you all, but my kids are very different and the things they like to eat are very different, which can be very frustrating sometimes. You all know the struggle. Anyway, they all made their own lunch and that was pretty good. I have some things I could do. I have a meeting at 2 o'clock about Anchor Station. I could probably send some emails and do some things, but guys, my house is, I just need to clean some things. You know when you have that restless energy, pent up feeling like you've been putting things off? Obviously, I've neglected my household for the past month doing this whole parade. I just need to tackle some cleaning. I'm gonna start with my bedroom and then I'll do the bathroom. My goal is that by the end of the week, I have mopped. That's usually the last thing I do. You clean from the top bottom. At this pace, I don't know if I'll get to it, but I really want to. Aren't these shelves so pretty? I love them so much. They're the same ones I have in my kitchen. I got them from a website called Urbandi, Urbandi, which I think I found on Pinterest. And I just loved that I could order certain sizes. They're down to like every 4 inches. Yeah, I've been really happy with them. We've got them in the kitchen and I also am going to put them over the desk craft area the next time I feel like my husband and I want to tackle a project. Anyway, they're clean now. One thing that has helped us living in a small house, sharing one bathroom with all these humans, is that I got my kids each a towel and I actually embroidered their name on it. You can kind of see this says Maverick. This helps me make them be accountable for their shower towel and when they need to wash it. It also helps me with storage. They use their towel, they wash their towel, they put it back. This is just one small thing. And I will say for 6 people sharing a bathroom, our toilet is not that bad, especially with 2 boys, my husband and my son. Maverick, he's gonna hate that I'm saying this. He's never been messy with the toilet. I have a friend who has 4 boys and anytime you go to use her bathroom, she'll like yell, wait, like let me go wipe off this thing. You know, boys can be messy, especially like toddler and preteen boys. Yeah, Maverick, he never has been. So good job, Maverick. And to his future wife, you're welcome. Toilet etiquette goes a long way when you have a small house. Really love these things too, these Clorox bleach tabs. You just drop these in the tank, last for like a month, and then every time you flush, deposits a little bit of bleach into the toilet and it just helps keep it clean. Okay, I'm starting to wear out a little bit. I've got 1 hour until I have to run to a quick meeting and then pick up my kids from camp. I'm gonna stop heavy cleaning. I'm just going to vacuum. Look at this laundry, oh my God. We still have like 4 other loads of laundry to put away from camping and things. I also am gonna put away this puzzle. I'm gonna show you this puzzle real quick. This thing has been so much fun. So when we did the puzzle, this wasn't even a part of it. It was, this is over here and this is over here, and that makes this whole puzzle. And then it had this secret envelope. Stop, don't open this till you've finished. And it had this whole extra section for us to do. It told us to move, like I said, this piece was over here and this piece was over here. And it told us to basically swap them. And then it creates this open gap, and it had these extra pieces for us to do. And it's just been so exciting for the kids. It also had some very fun pieces. If you can see this, it's like a sweet, and then the shape actually looks like a sweet. Flowers were just one whole piece of a flower. That was really fun when the kids were doing this. They were getting really excited. One of the more fun puzzles I've ever done, very stimulating for the mind, colorful. And so I'm actually gonna look on Amazon and see if I can find any more from that brand. If I do, I'll link it down below, because yeah, I just love, you know, finding a good product and sharing a good product. We've been blowing through 1,000-piece puzzles about 2 days, and this one took us like 4 or 5. So that was really fun. So I'll share that. Anyway, I'm gonna clean it up and I'm gonna tidy up my kitchen real quick, start the dishwasher, and then I'll go get the kids. And when we come back, we'll make tacos, Taco Tuesday. Okay, I did my meeting and then I picked up the kids. I'm gonna make my mama's tacos. My mom has made these chorizo tacos for as long as I can remember. My grandpa was half Mexican, which I realized doesn't make me a ton, but it's in the blood. So they're so simple. This is something I throw together on weeknights. I'm gonna do 3 pounds of ground beef in this big pot, and I'm gonna break it up. And then per pound of ground beef, I do this little 9-ounce package of, I like pork chorizo, but there's also a beef chorizo if you prefer. And then I usually just leave it like that. My husband likes when I put in a packet of taco seasoning as well. I definitely don't think it needs it, but I'm gonna make him happy. So I'm heating my pot. I'm gonna put this ground beef in here and break it up. All right, I've got my meat in here. I'm gonna brown it, and then I'll probably drain a little bit of the grease, and then I will cut these open and put all of the chorizos in there. I have 3, mix them up together. Then I will put in about half of this, about 1 whole white onion chopped, and let that cook up as well. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. I just love sneaking vegetables into my kids. And then I'll put the taco seasoning, and then that's it for the meat. At the same time, I'm going to use my skillet. I love this thing, my cast iron skillet. I got this as a Christmas present, and if you saw my 2nd ever episode, it was what to make in a cast iron skillet. And I was a little intimidated by it, but I've definitely gotten used to it, and I love it so much. So something I love to make in here is Mexican street corn. So I'm gonna start cooking that in here. I'm gonna use frozen corn, throw it in here with about a couple tablespoons of butter, and cook until the corn starts to turn brown on the edges. And then I'll throw in my other ingredients. I'll do some Mexican crema. I'll do a little bit of mayonnaise, and then I'll do probably about a cup of this cotija cheese that I've shredded up with a fork. Definitely some lime juice, some chili powder, salt, pepper, and that's gonna be so good as well. Oh, and then the rest of this onion too. That's why I cut 2 onions. One was for the corn, one was for the meat. So here's how I'm gonna drain this. I'm gonna put the lid on, use my oven mitt. I try to use a can in the sink. It's gonna be messy, but it'll do the job. Now turn the heat back on and put the chorizo in. There's no clean way to do this. This is looking really good. The chorizo is not fully cooked yet, but I'm gonna dump in these onions and the taco seasoning. Looking so delicious. All right, the meat's done. I put the lid on it and I just pushed it back, and then I actually moved my cast iron skillet to my hottest burner to keep cooking this corn. And now in this pan, I have some vegetable oil and I'm gonna fry up some corn tortillas. To this, I'm going to add a teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of pepper, 2 tablespoons of Mexican crema, and maybe 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, 2 or 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice, and then probably a whole cup of this cotija cheese. And then I'll mix it up, and then at the very end, I can sprinkle on some cilantro, and that's it. That's when you know that the oil's ready. If you just dip your tortilla in a little bit and it starts bubbling, then it's ready. So I will lay it down. I'll let it sit in this. The way I know that it's done, it's stiff enough to lift with my tongs and flip over and not like limpy. Yeah, I'd say that's about stiff enough. I have this dish with a paper towel ready to go. You can see how it's stiff and it's fried and it's delicious. It's a little bit crusty on the edges, but still soft in the middle. That's how I like them. About 1/4 cup of lime juice.
Are you making tacos or enchiladas?
I'm making tacos. I'm still frying tortillas for the kids, but the way that I like to serve this, I get my tortilla. I do a little bit of cheese first, just like a Mexican shredded blend. Then I will get a scoop of the meat and put it on top so that that cheese kind of melts. Then I like to just, again, simple, the salsa, a dollop of sour cream, some shredded lettuce. I sliced up these avocados and put a bunch of lemon juice on them to keep them fresh, kind of like marinating avocados in lemon juice. And then I sprinkled them with some Lowry's seasoning salt. My mom would also do this and literally just eat it, and I've always loved it. So let's make a taco and then I will show you what it looks like. All right, let's try this. I'm gonna try the street corn first because I cannot resist any longer. Oh my God. Mmm. It's like tangy and creamy. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I put everything on my taco. I let the kids choose, just simple ingredients. Sometimes I make a fresh pico de gallo. Sometimes I make a fresh guacamole. But if I want just the simplest, easiest weeknight dinner, I buy a salsa, sour cream, shredded lettuce, and avocado slices. That's so good. Whoa. Yum. I'm gonna finish frying my tortillas and dig into this food and let my kids eat, and then I'll clean up. I still have to make my bed. Well, it's been an eventful morning already. Remember when I said my days often get derailed by shenanigans? We were on our merry way this morning, 8:30 in the morning, driving the golf cart to go drop them off at camp, and it ran out of juice. It just stopped on the hill. Luckily, we were at a neighborhood street, not very crowded street. I got my kids out of the cart, told the little ones to go be on the curb, and Maverick and Summerly helped me push it to the curb so it wasn't in the middle of the street. It's just a golf cart, so it's not very heavy, which is nice, although we were uphill. And I called Nate, and luckily, you know, he works close by and he was able to swing by. And as the kids and I were kind of troubleshooting, I'm looking at it and it said 5%. And I'm like, it's never been at 5%. I mean, I drive all around OB. I drive down to Liberty Station. It's never been at 5%. We charge it all the time. But there's this like funny little quirk you see. When we remodeled the kitchen and did all new electrical, we actually set up a new plug out here. I'm gonna show you. We're wired to have, we still need to paint the house too, but we're wired to have a cute little sconce right here and on the other side of the window. And we did new electrical box up here, and this box powers these little string lights. So there's a switch in our kitchen right here. This is the switch. It will turn on and off the sconces outside, and then it'll turn on and off the string lights. But we also set up this little plug down here. What I wanted to do was have a plug here that runs all the way and then tack it down all the way out to the driveway so that we can plug in the golf cart charger. You know, even if we had a Tesla, there's this dead dedicated plug, an outlet that we can plug it into. Because what we've been doing, we plug it in over here at that switch, but the light switch has to be turned on for the string lights. So even if I plug in the golf cart down there and I think like, oh, it's charging, I have to come upstairs and make sure that the string lights are on. You know, I told you my husband operates well under chaos. So for him, he's like, oh, whatever, like one more step. For me, I'm like, honey, a lot happens between the driveway and the front door when you have 4 kids. Lots of conversations, fights, maybe the dog escapes between the steps and the front door. I will for sure forget. So that's been a point of contention. I don't know if this is a man-woman thing. I'm like, why would we have this be a potential problem for ourselves? I want to eliminate all potential problems and just have like smooth operating, because operating with 4 kids is hard enough. My husband's just like, no big deal. So he had never fixed it. Like, who wants to spend a weekend and get the house painted? You know, I'd rather go to the beach. I'd rather go golfing. We remodeled this whole kitchen ourselves, bathroom. We refloored the whole house. Like, we were powerhouses for about a year. We redid all of that. Oh, Chewy, stop it. No, no. He's eating Daddy's golf ball. Poor Daddy. Well, I mean, you ruined it now, so fine. Yeah, it's a bad day for Dad. Anyway, we remodeled everything and then we just really ran out of steam and we have not finished the things that we wanted to finish. I feel like so many logical people would be like, well, just fix the plug. So anyway, we were able to coast the golf cart home pretty much. It's mostly downhill. We got it in and Nate plugged it in and sure enough, it's totally fine. It was just out of juice. And so now it's charging. And he just kind of looked at me the way husbands do when they know they could have prevented a problem or they created a problem on their own. I could totally take the stance of the wife, naggy, but it really does make me laugh because it's hilarious and it's totally a problem that is of his own making and could be avoided. Anyway, it's like almost 10 a.m. We lost a couple hours in the chaos that was golf cart shenanigans. These are some of the ways I love my husband. He just needs to have some chaos in his life, as if the 4 kids aren't enough. I have no idea. It's good having you guys around. I love telling you the stories and laughing with you. What day is it? I've been asking myself that all week. I had one big goal this week. That was to mop my floors. And when I say mop, I scrub. I mop and I get down with a scrub brush and scrub. It was a big goal for me and I did do it today. It's Friday. We are gonna go to the Point Loma summer concerts every Friday for these 5 weeks. Tonight, I think, is a Beach Boys cover band. A ton of families. It's in this big baseball field. The kids are all barefoot and just like running the whole time. It's a ton of fun. Celebrate that I got through this week and I cleaned everything. Proud of myself. Thanks for hanging out.
We're here at Jensen's to get some food because it's like a kind of like a picnic vibe. You looking for your wine?
Prisoner. I was looking for, yes, there's a wine we really love called the Pessimist from Paso Robles.
Of course.
And we joked because the label is the pessimist. Your dad sometimes has called me a pessimist. And I said, no, I'm a realist. And it literally
Realist?
said-
You seriously don't see it in here, Mom? Seriously? Crunchy peanut lime. I don't.
Wait. Crackers with our, okay, let's get Cabaret and let's get olive oil sea salt.
Olive oil sea salt. That sounds good.
Does sound good. Okay. We're leaving the stick. We're not bringing the stick home. It's hard to like party all day and then
walk at night.
Yeah, that's rough. These are the moments that I feel like, dang, we have a lot of kids. When we're trying to like herd them to not be in the street after like a public event. There's a lot of humans I keep track of. Anyway, we had a very good time. It's Friday night. We're gonna go home, put these kids to bed. If you love this kind of content, I would love for you to like and subscribe. We love having you guys around. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye.